Uh-oh, records.
Uh-oh.
Could we have some old rock or country?
Probably country from what I've seen.
Yeah, I would guess we might have like some old Hank Williams. Something along those lines.
Rock's better,
But he might have some Leonard Skinner. All right, so we got the box of knives on there. That was a jackpot box for sure. This feels like it's full of, it's got some glass in there, but it's mostly like framed art and stuff. I don't know if it's, I'm gonna flag. I think it's more just wall art, but it's all kind of, it's really jammed in there, hard to get out. So I probably won't really get into this box too much right now. Let's just go put it on the truck. The thing is, once you pull one of these things out, it's gonna be hard to get it back in there because it's just so tight. Unless we can kind of just slightly pull it. But I'm looking, I can see like, looks like paintings and artwork and stuff down in there. But yeah, they're really jammed in there so tight that I don't want to pull them in and out and damage them more than they already are. So let's move on to this next box and see. Another big box here. Oh, uh-oh, Keith. I don't know if this is a sign, but right on the top, we got a Barry Bonds card. 1986, is this a rookie card?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, 1986 Don Russ. They've got it in this case, but it actually has some defects around the edges. Kind of, let's see, I'm gonna move this box off. It's got some NASCAR looking stuff. I don't know if it's got more baseball cards in it or what. If I can get it, just set it over here. Ugh. If I can get this thing up out of this hole. Good Lord. Whatever it is, it's heavy. Let's sit it on this table right in the open so I can get to it better. All right. We have got a model car here, a model Mustang lowrider. Let's just see. Looks like it's mostly in there. Here's another model of like a NASCAR stock car. We got the Barry Bonds card. I don't know what's in there, just some like shrink wrap it looks like. We got a gun cleaning kit.
That was 87 dollars, right?
It's a, no, this is 80, well, no, 86.
That's the last year that's printed on the back.
Yeah, it's got 86 in the stats, and then it literally right there has 86 Leaf Incorporated. But no, wait a minute, it's got 87 Don Russ on here. Okay, sorry, it's an 87, yeah. Even though it says 86 on the back. I don't think there's anything in here. Okay, just a little metal box there. I don't see any more baseball cards in here, but from the looks of it, looks like another gun cleaning kit maybe right here. Yep, gun cleaning stuff. What do we have in here? We got the premium cookies. Oh, and it's full of CDs. We got Alan Jackson Drive. That was a good CD right there. Okay, let me move this speaker here. The JVC speaker. Here's another, probably more CDs. These are perfect CD size. Oh, and that's not good. Don't want to show that. We got some TV guides here. NASCAR drivers on the front. John Anderson. There's a knife box. Winchester knife. I'm sure that one's probably in there. Here's a Colt knife box. Most likely it's in that box. And okay, it's gun cleaning stuff. They're little cleaning things you attach to the end. We got some DVDs, a bunch of racing magazines, and some Try not to show. I just saw a bad magazine. Try not to show that. We don't want to show that here. That's not the kind of stuff we're showing. But we got like, that's an older one right there. Stuff that looks like from a lot of 90s stuff, it looks like. Racing. Everything I see is racing, and there's a bunch of paperwork in the bottom here. But it's funny, I don't see any more. This card right there, Civil War book. I don't see any more baseball cards besides that one. That's a cool book right there, Civil War book.
Once that card was graded, it ain't really worth much.
Alright, well that's pretty much it for that. Mostly some racing stuff, a couple gun cleaning kits. Thought we might end up with a bunch of baseball cards in there, so that being on the top. But you had one, so there very well could be card collection somewhere in here. Let's check out this box. This looks like maybe more of the same. I see a NASCAR type item. Let me move this stuff so I can get out. Look at this birdhouse right here. That's definitely different.
That'd scare a bird off.
Yeah, it looks like a Halloween bird or something. I don't know. And what is this right here?
Guns or games yet?
Yeah, those can go on. This is a... What is this? Glendo Corporation AccuFinish.
No idea.
Yeah, me or Keith, neither one of us know what this is. It kind of has a cool look to it. Almost has a little bit of a military look because of the coloring there, but don't really know what this is for. Obviously, we can look this up. AccuFinish. It's got the model number right there. Glendo Corporation, model AF851. So if you're watching the video, you can probably look it up right now and see what it is. By then, we'll probably know though. Or Keith's gonna look it up right now while I am opening this box here. All right, we got a NASCAR book on the top. Tracy Bird. And is this like kitchen stuff in here? That says Pampered Chef on it. So we got one of these baseball bat looking flashlights here. Doesn't work. It's like a lot of kind of household looking stuff down in there. Kitchen stuff. Yeah, some glassware. Alright, apparently it's some kind of a machinist.
That is an AF.
Machinist wheel. It's a AF851, yeah. But some kind of grinding wheel. Most likely it was over here near these knives. We're thinking maybe he was sharpening the knives
Yeah, look at this.
with it or something.
This is
So look at this old, look, old brass floor lamp. Yeah, Keith's got it pulled up online there now. So
isn't that a picture
it's some kind of machinist wheel.
I know it's kind of hard to see on the screwed up phone, but
It's not exact, but it looks pretty close. I don't think, or it doesn't look exact the way that in that angle. It might be.
right.
All right, we got the wooden school desk. They got the bird pictures plastered all over it. Nice little solid wood desk though. Oh, that's not a good sign on the dryer. They got the front panel taken off. Oh, here's another welding mask, I think. Yep. So we got two welding masks. This shelf here. And that's a big china cabinet there. And what do we have sticking out here? Whoop. I think this is a BB gun. There's like a magnet. Ooh. It's a Daisy. It's a Red Ryder. Daisy Red Ryder.
Try out, kid.
Don't hear any BBs in it. Red Ryder BB gun. Then we got a couple of machetes. Look good, Lord, look how long this one is. It's a long machete right here in my right hand. Got a magnet stuck to it. A couple machetes. Kind of stinks back here once we move this. But the big, really big china cabinet. A couple wicker pieces. Got some stuff up there. I'm about to pull it down and see what we find. Let me get that bag down right there. It's like an old camera bag. I wonder if that might be, if it's camera equipment or something else. I'm pulling it down. An old Ambico bag. It's like a little Bluetooth speaker in there. And another, that's a glasses cover. What is this? Some kind of light. Basically just some, pretty much just some junk. An old hymnal here. Definitely no camera stuff in there.
Fighting with his brothers still, and
got a couple nice wooden dough bowls or whatever you want to call them here. Keith got some other stuff down from the a bunch of junk, but we did have this nice little patio table here, and there's another box up there he's getting out. It says shred on it, so it might just be a bunch of paperwork, or that might have nothing to do with what's inside there. So let's see what we got. Get it down lower. Oh, there's some old bottles, it looks like. Some old Clorox bottles. I don't know if that one's a Clorox. This is, that's a Clorox. Is that a Clorox? No, this is a Purex. Still got the lid on it. Yep, this is Purex too. Sorry, not Clorox. And then other than that, lots of little, they had a lot of little jars in this unit. Little, like medicine jars and spice jars. Yeah, some of them definitely were buried. Like, that we've already gotten. That's an old, Parker. Yeah, Parker makes pens. That's probably for a fountain pen. Peanut butter. Creamy peanut butter. So a bunch of little jars in here. A little blue jar. That's a Sharp and Dome. I don't know what, don't know exactly what that was. Woodbury. Yes, full of little jars. All sorts of them. Another box. This one says Chad bottles. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be more glass bottles, I guess. That was their thing, was glass bottles. Here's another one with dirt in it, looks like. Not sure what that is. These are just kind of some basic looking bottles here. Nothing too crazy. That one's got a little bit of a pink tint to it, but nothing out of the ordinary. Actually, like a vase and a little Pyrex looking bowl down underneath it. Yeah, those chairs are like a puzzle. It's intertwined there. That's why I never did get it down. This one here, I wonder if I can lift while you do like push. Oh, shoot, the back's dropping down now. So. There you go. All right, storage auction furniture puzzles. They people put this furniture in here and it gets intertwined like a puzzle, and usually just takes, it's not really a mind thing, it's a muscle thing, it's getting it out from where it's wedged at. And a lot of times you need, even for a light piece of furniture, you need two people to kind of maneuver it out of the hole it's in. All right, we got a coffee box here. Obviously not coffee. Just some little knickknacks. That's cool right there. Old ashtray. The black glass. What is that? Oh, light bulb. Huh. Some kind of old light bulb. And then we got another rock. I don't really see what's special about that one. It's just got a flat side on it, but sometimes people have rocks that just look like a regular rock.
Yeah, that doesn't really look regular. There's something about at them.
This box is heavy right here. It's got an X on it. So Keith's excited too. He wants to come over and see what we're getting out of here, just because after those knives, he's like, what else might we find in here? There's a brass duck there. But the boxes are just, there's all kinds of just cool, interesting stuff. There's an old Pepsi bottle there. Probably 80s. I don't see a date on it, but it looks like 80s to me, I would guess. And just all kinds of little wrapped up stuff. Stuff like this that's just kind of crap, not worth anything, a little piece of jewelry. But you just never know until you unwrap it. I think that actually goes on top of that. Look, more rocks. Another piece of brass, a brass rabbit. Another little trinket box. Little Christmas house. Here's another old Pepsi. This one looks like one from out of the ground, or that was kind of just laying on the ground. This is okay, this isn't old, it's all taped up though. It's just it's like from Walmart, a blue, oh, it's like a tiki torch thing. I see the wick there. Tabletop torch. So old stuff, not so old stuff, all mixed together. George Strait, I guess. Okay, I guess they taped it to this maybe and had it hung on the wall. So like I was telling Keith when the camera wasn't rolling, this is definitely a Redneck unit. So if you want to know what Rednecks do, here you go. If you want wall art, bam, you get the George Strait 4 cassette box cover right here, tape it to a piece of wood and hang it on the wall. Angel. So, I mean, just such an odd mix. A little Monopoly guy. Probably at one point had pieces in it or something, but no, it still does. It's like a little miniature Monopoly game in there. So, probably some other cool stuff in there. And junk. Oh, yep. They got movies down in there. We didn't even see those before. Down at the bottom of the cabinet there. There's a whole pile of boxes back here. It looks like washing machine. Oh, down here? Yeah, I think there's, it looks like there's like cassettes or something in it. We got some chips. And just more knickknacks. This is a lot of knickknacks, and we're not even showing most of the knickknacks. We're just kind of skimming through the top here. There's an amber rock. Is this the actual?
It's the tap pull.
Yep, it is. That's what I was wondering. It's a wooden one, though. That's interesting. We got a little skull. A little Georgia piggy bank. It's plastic, but... Oh, here we go. Here's a skull of something. What do you think that is?
Got me.
I don't know. Like a possum or something?
Something like that.
It's about the size of a possum head, maybe.
I need someone.
Another bottle. And the amount of bottles, they're just all over the place. Some kind of a candle or a cup or something. Oh, look at that. That's cool.
That's old.
That's off of like a trophy.
Yeah.
Like an old racing trophy. That's cool. They just like kind of unique, interesting stuff to collect. Here's a insulator. Like the one we found earlier that was ceramic. That's kind of the more typical glass one. Oh, look at this. Water gun. I don't know if it's really that old, but
at least they wrapped up a lot of it.
That is a stand for something. I don't know what, but it's kind of cast iron. Part of a salt and pepper set right there. Whoa. Another insulator. So all just lots of, just more of the same odds and ends. Little piece of brass here with an eagle on it. no telling what's going to be down in all these boxes. They just keep on coming. This says, okay, I thought it said owls, but I guess it says bowls. Every time I think it's just going to be regular kitchen stuff, it ends up being not really. But this does look like just kind of regular kitchen stuff. It's a nice knife there. Let's move on though. See what else we got. Here's an old car radio for something. I don't know which way that was supposed to be. That looks like the bottom, but it was flipped the other way, so I don't know which way they really wanted to open it from. We're gonna open a few more boxes here and then try to get loaded up. It's just kind of a lot of these same little size boxes, kind of the same thing in there, just a bunch of wrapped up anything and everything. Little glass dish. We've got some kind of a bottle, another glass bottle. And some of it's not really worth anything, just kind of everyday stuff, and then some of it's interesting. There's a little leaf bottle. So it just looks like more glass bottles for the most part. All right, Tim's jacket, some kind of special jacket. It's a Coleman, that's kind of nice, a Coleman jacket. That's nice right there, a little spool
I got
extension
one
cord.
of those Christmas one year.
No, yeah. Uh-oh, we got BB guns down here, real guns. Let's see. First though, we got the Earnhardt Jr. flag. Looks like a full flag. And then down in here, what do we have here? Dude, this is a BB gun or a pellet gun. Blowback Gammo. But you definitely look at that. You wouldn't want to play around with that thing. You would end up getting shot. And here's another one, I believe. Yeah. Another little pellet gun, BB gun. But those do pretty well in the auction. We got a big old pair of snips here. And some odd things here. And look, we got a little tiny, oh, it's a Calvin. It's not an old one, it's a Calvin Klein, probably a cologne bottle. I don't know, there's most all the boxes have stuff in them. I don't know if there's been any, except maybe one or two that just didn't have sellable stuff in them. Besides stuff like this that has, looks like a bunch of personal pictures, but even still, look, we got a pig, and we know somebody in the auction that'll bid on this, right, Keith?
Yeah.
On the pig. Bottom of a oil lamp, and most everything else. Yeah, same person that buys rocks will probably buy the pig. All right, moving on.
Notice he was doing metal today?
Nuh-uh.
He's out back getting scrap.
Alright, there's a whole bunch of boxes wedged down in this shelf right here. Uh-oh, records.
Uh-oh.
Could we have some old rock or country?
Probably country from what I've seen.
Yeah, I would guess we might have like some old Hank Williams. Something along those lines.
Rock's better,
But he might have some Leonard Skinner. Let's see. Figure out which way to go. Alright, what is this? Styx. We got a Styx album right here. Oh look, Leonard Skinner.
There's Heart is the next one.
Okay, so yeah, the records are looking good in here. Seals and Croft. Pure Rock. Oh, this is kind of like just a various artist. Uh-oh, here we go.
They're in the best of shape.
AC/DC, flick the switch. That's cool right there. Oh, we got another AC. Yeah, these aren't in perfect shape. They're worn around the edges, but not horrible. There's Back in Black. As you can see, it's got a lot of wear. But let's see. Let's look at the record itself. It's got a few little small scratches. But one thing, a lot of times you get records and they got a lot of water damage and stuff. These just have wear from age. It looks like. Boxcar Willie. Here's another AC/DC.
Yeah.
Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Yep, Def Leppard. So they got a lot of the good ones. The Eagles. Seen that record a million times.
Billy Squire. Led Zeppelin.
Yep, that's a nice one. It's in pretty good shape.
Led Zeppelin 4.
Yep. So this thing is full of rock. REO Speedwagon. Journey. Really not much country in here. This one's mostly rock. Bob Seger. And we got another Bob Seger behind it. REO Speedwagon again. Bob Seger again. This one's in rough shape, whatever this is. What is this one? Fleetwood Mac. That one's pretty rough. Here's a country. What is this? Willie Nelson? No, Charlie Daniels Band. But it's in pretty good shape. There's a Journey. That's a cool one right there. Frontiers.
This is a big one. Uriah Heep.
Okay, there. Yeah, I couldn't remember because that. Yeah, Uriah Heep. I'm not really too familiar with that. Bob Seger. That's the same. We've had this record twice. Here's another Leonard Skinner. Bob Seger again. They had their few guys the people that they liked a lot. Styx. Another Bob Seger. Some of them are in pretty good shape, some of them pretty rough. Kansas. Let's see here. It's a thick one right here. What is this?
Sticks.
Didn't we just see that one? Sticks? Seems like we did.
Moody Blues.
Moody Blues. Is that all one record? Yep. What is this? REO Speedwagon. Without the actual cover. Foreigner. Okay, it felt like it wasn't in there, but it is. It's another Sticks. It's a big 2-record one. Another REO Speedwagon. Foreigner. The Grease. This people might be looking at this now since Olivia passed away there. Worth $55, all 11 albums, $40. Or, I don't know. Looks like they bought it at a yard sale or something. Earth, Wind and Fire. There's one odd one thrown in.
Led Zeppelin.
Is that in there? Because it feels weird.
That's a good one. Physical Graffiti.
Well, hold on. It's got Sticks inside of it, but then we have the Led Zeppelin with all the windows.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's in there. That other one had just kind of gotten slid in there. Yeah, that's definitely a cool one here. So those are all good records. Like we were saying, not in perfect shape, but they're not in horrible shape. I mean, they're all intact. Really, this was the only one that had heavy damage, like really bad damage. The other ones are just a lot of wear around the edges. So that's a good box right there. Almost every record in there is like worthy of us putting in the auction individually. So there's been several really good boxes in this unit. Just kind of some random car stuff. No. I think this is a sewing machine. This might be where that pedal that was over there went to. Singer sewing machine. Nice little Singer there. Looks pretty decent. That's a good item to sell. This unit is far from fancy or anything like that, but this is how storage units are. It doesn't have to be nothing fancy looking. If you get them cheap, you can make money. All right, that's full of, there's a wooden crate right here. It's full of DVDs. But the wooden crate itself, somebody wrote all over it. It says, oh, it's got the name. It's got the guy's name on it. Let me grab this one last box right here. What is this? A waterfall, but that's not in there. What is some little wooden pieces? And then we've got one last box down there on the bottom. It's all Three Stooges VHS tapes. Like a whole little set of Three Stooges. Alright, so that's cool. So looks like most of the boxes we have gone through, there's one more right there that says pictures, so that might literally just be personal pictures. Some other big items, a washing machine, couch, that's gonna be garbage. Big china cabinet. I think there might be kind of in there in the couch another box or two to look at, and then also we'll have to check the bottom of the file cabinet. But we're gonna kind of get the load, and we're gonna get what we can together for this load right here and go get it unloaded, and then I'll probably head back and get another load, some of this big stuff here today to finish this one off. We are back over here at this unit today to finish it off. As you can see, it's mostly just furniture left. There's a box that says pictures, and maybe we'll find the surprise in there, I don't know. But originally I'd said I was going to do this unit and then all the three other ones, you know, all four of these units all together in one unit. But yesterday we found such good stuff in the boxes and spent so much time looking through that and got so much footage that this will just be its own video. And we didn't even, there's a lot of boxes we barely even looked through, and we found so much good stuff in this $20 unit. Like all those pocket knives, like literally like, I don't know, 50 to 100 pocket knives, like 25 pieces of cast iron, a good box of rock records, and then all the cool knickknacks and, you know, and odd stuff that were in the boxes. And really we don't even know for sure what all was in there, because a lot of those boxes we just went through a few things on the top and that was it. Lots of brass pieces, but $20, really good unit. Only bad thing is that couch right there. That's gonna be the worst thing for sure, because it's just gonna be trash. It's a big old couch to haul off, but cheap units, I mean, they can pay off big time. But we do have next video coming up. I'll put the other 3 units that I got here that I paid $10 for, $1 for, and $1 for. $32 on the whole day. Bought a bunch of junk, but man, it turned out good, because that just the box of knives will pay for all this, and you know, and easily it'll pay the dump fees, it'll pay everything. All right, that's it for this video. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You'll have a good one.